We kind of invented this really, but this is cooked radishes with mackerels, really nice. So you've got radish there, we've got some little onions. This is good, you can buy these onions, alright? Now when you're cooking in the style of Vichy, over in France, it's normally done in Vichy water. You take a little bit of butter, alright? But we're in Hull, so we use tap water. Right? But in Vichy, they would have mineral water, alright? That's the way they would cook it. Now we put a little bit of cumin in here. This is ground cumin seeds, fresh cumin seeds. Now you can buy them in those little tubs. You've all probably got them at home, those little packs. How many's got them where the labels change colour? I think you had them in 1962. Once the label changes colour, throw them away, alright? They last 3 months when you open up those packs and then they're ruined, okay? So a little bit of cumin. The reason why we put cumin in, it just makes it taste nicer as well, but when you have too many radishes, they create flatulence. Alright? And cumin sort of doesn't cure it, but it just makes the journey home smell a bit better. But anyway, the idea is with this, we cook this down, we've got some honey. We've got some honey from a stall over there. Breezy Bees honey, that's... They thought long and hard about that name, didn't they? Right, so a little bit of that honey, that's going to go in there. And some sugar, Chef. Have you got any sugar? There you go. Tell you what, every kitchen needs one of these, they're brilliant. Look at that, alright? Sugar, thank you very much. It was salt last week, so a bit of sugar. So the idea is with this, you water, sugar and butter, alright? And we cook that, we cook it. We basically you do carrots exactly the same way. We basically put everything in a pan and reduce this down as quick as possible, alright? Now while that's cooking, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get on and do a salmon dish while that's doing. So that'll take probably 5 minutes. This salmon dish, we can do more or less at the same time. This is salmon with sorrel. Very, very classic dish. So, nice piece of fish here. We've got a lovely piece of salmon. Now, when you're doing this, normally you would take a wedge out of this, but we're in Yorkshire now, so that's a portion, isn't it? Call that a canopy where I've come from. So, but instead of doing this as cutting it in half and doing it plain, what you can do is actually create a nice little dish out of this. And we do this with salmon and sorrel. Now, this dish, exact same dish, in France, where I had it just before Christmas, done in a 3-star Michelin, called Troguereau, which is a very famous 3-star Michelin restaurant. This exact same dish, made exactly the same way as I'm doing now, is 38 quid. 32 quid here now. But you just take a nice piece of salmon. Now that is a nice slice of salmon, then you cut it through again. This is where you don't go, I can't be bothered to do this at home, and leave the skin on it. But the idea is you thinly slice this right the way through. Alright? Now you know when you've gone wrong, when it all turns red. Like that. We cut this through, alright? Now you take that piece of skin. When I first left Yorkshire, when I was 17, on a train down to London, they used to put that under the grill with cayenne pepper and salt and charge people 14 quid for a crispy skin salad. It's about 25 quid now, it's brilliant. So, whenever you're using seasoning, salt the fish. Now I always use Maldon salt or Cornish sea salt. Black pepper, season one side, okay? Leave it, because it absorbs the flesh. Can you switch that back on again, Chef? Now I'm going to reduce down our little sauce for this. We're going to want some shallot, okay? So those radishes, you just basically leave on the stove. A little bit of chopped shallot. You've probably got a gadget from Lakeland Plastics to do this. Just a touch of shallots. Very, very simple little dish. Very easy. You grab your shallots. That goes straight in the pan. That's not on, Chef. Has anybody got any questions? Problems at home, sexual problems or anything? I feel like we're all mates in here. I've been on Kilroy once. Could be like Trisha, you never know. Hey? There you go, right. So we're going to cook the whole lot on one oven ring, is that right? For God's sake. Don't buy an electric hob. There you go, right. So we'll clean that around. I had one pet hate on Saturday Kitchen. You all watch Saturday Kitchen, presume, don't you?
Yeah.
Good, and there was one who did a bloody hell I am. But it's like one pet hate, and that is when people phone in and complain, a chef double dipping, they do that. Different finger. The bit that you don't see is when we're linking over to BT, we're doing that. Don't phone again, alright? You all do it at home, haven't you all? You've all got cats peeing on your worktop when you're sat there. I know, I've been to people's houses. So, right, you've got the shallot, we've got vermouth, alright? This is like, don't get this on Saturday Kitchen, do you? We've got Noily Prow, which is vermouth. Basically a little bit of shallot, that reduces down, okay? Now we need another pan on here, Chris, if possible. Some chicken stock. The reason why we don't use fish stock is it's too fishy, alright? It's too strong. Okay, so we've got this. This is reducing down for our sauce.
Might be.
So we'll use that one. So I'll fill it with the mackerel. Right. So we've got a nice bit of mackerel here. Now fish shouldn't smell of anything. Here.
No.
Pass it round. Catch. Watch. 1, 2, 3. Catch. You nearly had it then. She stood there with her house full going, don't touch it. See, it shouldn't smell. It doesn't smell at all, does it? Yeah, you will on the bus on the way up. It should be fresh as a daisy. Do you want a cloth? Tough. Right. So we've got mackerel. Now, mackerel should be absolutely fresh as a daisy. It's a fantastic fish, is mackerel. Really good, but absolutely fresh as. You can see that in its eyes, nice and clear. Now we fillet this. Set the knife underneath. Turn it around. Cut this straight through here. The fillet comes